Great to speak to you, Jack. Actually, I'm going to start things off by playing you a video. So I'm from Malaysia, as I mentioned, and one of our regular guests is an ex-Brighton player, long before your time. But I'll press play here.
Hello, Jack, and congratulations on the progress that you've made so far in your career as a professional footballer. Not dissimilar to yourself, I got into the Brighton and Hove Albion team as a 17-year-old. I played as a right back, a left back, a centre half. I also played in midfield as well, similar to you also. But what I'm interested in is what you feel is your favourite position at the moment and why. And the second part of my question is, ultimately, what position do you think is going to become your best position as a footballer and why? All the best for the future, Jack. Good luck.
That's Gary Stevens.
Nice one, I appreciate that.
His poster's up at the ground.
Okay, yeah.
He would have been a contemporary of your grandpa.
Right, yeah.
So, anyway, here's his question.
No, nice, yeah. Yeah, to answer the question, I think growing up I always played midfield, I think, more often than not. But, you know, I think since breaking in I've showed good versatility also. But so I like that because, you know, I think being versatile, it can, you know, the more positions you can play on the pitch, the more chance you got to play in. So, but to answer this question, I think I'd say in midfield. Yeah, I think I've been playing there a bit recently and been enjoying it. But to be honest with you, I just enjoy playing. So as long as I'm in the team, I'm happy.
You're a team player. Whatever the manager says, you do.
Of course, yeah, of course.
And having someone, I don't know, like James Milner around who has played in multiple positions, I'm sure it would be a great help to learn from him.
Yeah, definitely. I've learned loads from him, and last season Pascal Gross, I think he played a lot of positions also. So yeah, them two have been great to learn off.
You know, I was sitting in the lobby outside the reception here at the Brighton training ground, and I saw a lot of youngsters come in. I'm just looking at them thinking, A, they're so big and I'm so small. And secondly, I'm thinking, do they look up to you as someone who's been here since you were 7 years old at the club, obviously starting at the academy, to now being a first teamer? Do you view yourself as an inspiration?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
you haven't thought about it, have you?
Not really, no. I think still got friends who are in sort of the academy, so yeah, I mean, it's great. The pathway here is amazing. I think they're definitely at the right place. I think the success rate of this club is very high. So yeah, I mean, I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, if I can be a good role model to young lads, then definitely that's what I want to do.
But for you, what's it like being 19 years of age and playing in the Premier League? Because when I was 19, I was still being an idiot. I probably still am being an idiot most of the time, but you're playing in the best league in the entire world, in front of the entire planet, on TV week in, week out.
Yeah, I think it all happens so fast that you don't really have time to think about it like that. I think, you know, I just see it as I come to training every day and I work hard and see where it takes me kind of thing. But yeah, I think when I was injured, it was definitely a time where I reflected on what I had achieved and I was very proud of that. But yeah, I think I'm always looking ahead and what's next. I think my mind's just crazy. I just can't stop thinking about, you know, what do I want to do next and how do I get there.
Can I ask about your relationship with Evan Ferguson, because he's very young as well, about the same age as you. I mean, how's your relationship like with him, given the proximity and age that you both have, and here you are playing Premier League football for Brighton?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of young lads in the squad, and we've got Carlos, Julio, Yassin. I think there's lots of young lads in the squad, and Evan, as you say, you know, Evan, he's been around it a bit longer than me, and we played in the 21s together, so obviously know him very well and we get on well. So yeah, to have him by my side is also nice. And yeah, but you know, we're both, I think the whole change room is together, so it don't matter what age you are, no one cares. It's just, if you're going to work hard and be part of our team, then we're all in it together kind of thing.
I was going to ask if the younger players have a separate WhatsApp group. Because I can imagine life for Lewis Danko, James Milner would be very different from all the youngsters that you've just mentioned. But what about yourself, your family? It's your great-grandpa, your grandpa, your dad, two of your uncles, all involved in the game, and here you are. Who's been still giving you sort of inspiration? Who do you turn to now? Because I know your dad's busy. Yeah. Your dad's now a manager at a club.
Yeah, I think Sorry, definitely the get-togethers we've had are nice. Like, I think there's only one topic, and it's definitely football. But yeah, I remember from young, you know, I was lucky to be around when my great-granddad was around, and just, you know, hearing his stories. And, you know, I was lucky the other day. He was a good player at Bristol City, and, you know, I played there for England 21s the other day. So just like little things like that, it's quite special. And me and my granddad had a really close relationship. I think we played a lot of golf together and watched a lot of football together, and we followed my dad up and down the country in home and away games. So yeah, we were really close. And as you say, my dad's now at York. I think I'm very proud of him also, because he had a long time out the professional game. I think his career was cut way shorter than what he would have wanted, and to now be back in the professional game is, you know, really special for him. It's, you know, what we live for, really.
You're really a footballing guy. I was watching, you had this quiz thing on the Brighton YouTube channel last year, and you did really well. I was thinking, you would have been 18 at the time, right? I was like, wow, he knows, you know your stuff. I was really impressed, I have to be honest.
Yeah, I think, as you say, just because all it's been from a young age is football, and all I've watched is football. So yeah, you know, I just watched a lot of games and just a lot of love for the game. Yeah,
great knowledge. I think you can rival a lot of other Premier League players if there was a pub quiz of some sort. When I'm looking at the team now, though, at Brighton, one thing I found interesting was the many different midfield combinations. Coming off the back of the last result, do you think things are clicking now for Brighton moving forward for the rest of the campaign?
Yeah, I think, you know, there's been a few different combinations, but I think we've also had a very positive start. I think we've only lost one game, and I think a few of the draws we've had could have also been turned into wins. So as much as the team's been shuffled a bit, I think it doesn't matter who's on the pitch. Everyone knows their job, and everyone knows what they need to do when they come onto the pitch, and that's the main thing. It doesn't matter who steps on the pitch, how old they are. Yeah, everyone knows what they need to do, and we work very hard every day to ensure that.
You're very well drilled. Okay, how about this? I found it interesting, I'll be honest. When you walked into this room, before I was sit down, I was looking at your height, because he's got 4 goals for the first team. 3 of those have been headers. Now, when it comes to headers, you don't usually think of, not saying this year, not the tallest of individuals.
No, of course, yeah.
Like Tim Cahill, I guess you could say. He was brilliant in the air, but he's about my height.
Yeah,
What's the secret?
I think just I found myself in good areas, and, you know, the quality of pass to get me the ball has also been superb. And yeah, I've just found myself in some good areas, and yeah, I guess just managed to pop up with a few headers. But yeah, it's something I work on, arriving in the box, and definitely, yeah, I think the headers I've scored have been pretty decent. But
yeah, the Nottingham Forest one, I think.
Yeah, it was a nice header and a nice feeling also. But I still want to add more to my game. You know, I want to add more goals, and I want to get more assists. So yeah, it's something I'm happy with, but still working hard on.
Match-winning goal or match-winning assists? Which would you prefer?
Either, just a match winner, please.
See, I told you, you're just such a team player. Everything's about the team for you. What about under the new manager? Because you're so new in your career as a professional footballer. It's the first time you've had a change.
Yeah. What's
it been like for you? And what's Fabian like as a man? Is he someone you can turn to for advice? Is he easy? Is he approachable?
Yeah, 100%. I think, as you said a minute ago, it's the first time that it's happened in my career, and I was obviously gutted to see Roberto leave, because it's the uncertainty. You know, I was playing under him. What's it going to be like under the new manager? But right from the off, he's, you know, made me feel settled and made me feel like I can express myself. So yeah, it's been a really nice change, and I think you can see as a team also we're still learning, but we've had a very good start, and we really want to build on that, and I think we're only going to get better over time.
Perfect. Just some quick fire questions to wrap things up. Who was your idol growing up? Don't say your dad, because I'm sure you're thinking of him first.
I'd say probably Frank Lampard. I think, you know, the way he used to get in the box and score goals is definitely something that I look to try and add to my game.
First footballing memory?
Probably going to the Withdean to watch my dad play. I remember I was wearing a Michel Kuiper's kit and shouting at him to give me a wave, so yeah, I'd say that.
Did you get the wave?
Probably not.
It's okay. Recommend me a TV show to watch.
Oh, God.
You guys travel a lot on planes and buses, so I'm sure you got the iPad out and you're watching
I'm not
something.
a massive... I don't know. watch a bit of YouTube and stuff and play Football Manager for me, you know. But one TV show, recently I watched Fool Me Once, and that was good.
That was good?
Yeah.
I watched that. That was good.
It was good.
Yeah. Post-match meal. I know you can have a bit more flexibility in what you eat after. What's your choice?
Oof. Cheat meal or
yeah, basically a cheat meal.
meal. Yeah, I'd probably say an Indian. I do like an Indian.
Ooh, tasty. Haven't had my lunch yet, by the way. And final thing, pre-match tune. What are you listening to?
Not on the music, me. I like when it's in the change room and the boys put on different stuff. I like a bit of variation, so it's nice.
Okay.
I think we listen to a lot of different stuff. As long as the South Americans aren't playing Spanish music, I'm happy.
It can help you learn Spanish.
Yeah,
It's a great language to learn.
So.